If you and your Speed Freak boys are looking for a good set of wheels to crump the other gits out there, Morkblade has you covered. We got a great selection for you to choose from, and today we're going to be looking at the Boomdakka Snazzwagon.
Now, I'm not going to be hawkish for the entirety of this guide, but welcome. In this little guide, we're going to be looking at the Boomdakka Snazzwagon for Speed Freaks, a DPS-focused vehicle that you get right from the start. It's one of the easiest vehicles to control, and comes with about 120 health and 80 speed. The lore behind it is that the Burner Boys use the mech special to spray a wall of bullets and throw burner bottles to light enemies on fire. It's a short-range, medium health brawler that melts enemies up close. Now, as it's a light vehicle and a DPS focused vehicle, it has access to the standard DPS abilities such as the boost or your nitro, which refills over time. You can control your boost with the shift key. You can also perform donuts and control yourself whilst in the air by pressing the space key. This is basically your handbrake, allowing you to perform sharp turns, and you also have access to your dash ability by pressing F. This causes your vehicle to lunge forward violently in whatever direction your camera is facing, and can also be used to ram into enemies, dealing damage to them. Good for a little bit of extra damage and especially escaping bad situations. But as for the unique abilities for the Boomdakka Snazzwagon, first of all you have the souped up special. By pressing left click, this unleashes a roaring wave of Dakka, extremely high fire rate, extremely poor accuracy. Basically it's a very close range machine gun, able to fire in a 180-degree arc in front of you. You cannot use this to fire behind you though. The next ability is the burner bottle, which allows you and your boys to toss a burner bottle that sets enemies on fire and sends them running in fear. Whilst the running in fear part is questionable, this is basically a Molotov cocktail you throw at enemies by pressing the right mouse button. And then finally you have billowing fumes, your final ability that is performed by pressing E. This floods your engine and spews a trail of blinding smoke. Whilst this is active, whilst you're in the smoke, your name tag and health bar will disappear, giving you a little bit of camouflage and a nice way to escape. But every vehicle out there comes with various pros and cons. No vehicle is perfect. When it comes to the Boomdakka Snazzwagon, the biggest pro is its damage output up close, able to bring down foes quickly thanks to a combination of the burner bottle and the souped up special machine gun. The next pro is the billowing fumes. Obviously this gives you a way of escaping combat yourself, but it can also be used to help your allies by masking them with this smoke screen. And the final pro is that this is an easy vehicle to control, but that being said, even though it's easy, it's also very effective, especially for new players. But unfortunately there are cons. The two biggest cons for the Snazzwagon include the fact that you have slightly lower health, but this is a con for pretty much all DPS vehicles out there. And the other con is, unfortunately, your main Dakka weapon cannot fire behind you. But this can be countered with good handbrake control to spin yourself around quickly. But if you're looking for a fun vehicle to use in Speed Freaks, I'd strongly recommend the Boomdakka Snazzwagon. It's easy to control, has decent DPS at close to medium ranges, and is a great starting vehicle. But what are your thoughts? Please leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing my guide to the Boomdakka Snazzwagon in Speed Freaks. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.